Welcome to this English grammar lesson on the verb to have. This is one of the most important verbs in the English language. The verb to have has three main uses. First, it shows possession, meaning ownership of something. Second, it expresses experiences and activities. And third, it describes illness and health conditions. In this course, we will explore each of these uses in detail to help you master this fundamental verb. Now let us look at possession with the verb to have. When we use to have to show possession, we conjugate it differently depending on the subject. For singular subjects like I, you, he, she, or it, the forms change. I have a car. You have a dog. He has a cat. For plural subjects, we use we, you, and they. The form is different. We have a bike. You have a phone. They have a house. Notice that with he, she, and it, we add the letter s to make it has. All other subjects use have without the s. To make negative sentences with the verb to have, we use do not or does not. For most subjects, we say do not have. I do not have a car. You do not have a dog. We do not have a bike. You do not have a phone. They do not have a house. However, for he, she, and it, we use does not have instead. He does not have a cat. She does not have a bike. It does not have a screen. This is the only time we use does not with to have in the present tense. To ask questions with the verb to have, we reverse the order and put the helping verb first. Do you have a car? Does she have a dog? Do they have time? When answering yes or no questions, we give short answers. If the answer is yes, we say yes, I do. Yes, she does. Yes, they do. If the answer is no, we say no, I do not. No, she does not. No, they do not. Remember to use does for he, she, and it, and do for all other subjects. The present perfect tense uses have or has with a past participle to talk about actions that started in the past and are still connected to the present. For affirmative sentences, we say I have lived here for 5 years. She has worked here since 2020. They have finished their project. For negative sentences, we say I have not finished yet. She has not arrived. They have not seen it before. The present perfect tense is used for completed actions that have a result in the present. The verb to have is also used to express activities and experiences that we do regularly. We used to have to talk about meals. I have breakfast at 7 in the morning. We also use it for social events. We have a party on Friday. We used to have for vacations. They have a holiday in summer. And we use it for conversations. She has a talk with her boss. These are common daily activities and experiences that we express using the verb to have. The verb to have is commonly used to express illnesses and health conditions. When someone is sick, we describe their symptoms using to have. If someone has a high fever, we say I have a high fever. For a cold, we say she has a bad cold. If someone has a headache, we say he has a terrible headache. For a cough, we say they have a persistent cough. This is the standard way to describe symptoms and illnesses in English. It is much more common than other expressions. Let us now practice what we have learned. Try to fill in the blanks with the correct form of to have. First question, she blank blank a cat. The answer is she has a cat. Second question, they blank blank a fever. The answer is they have a fever. Third question, I blank blank breakfast. The answer is I have breakfast. Fourth question, he blank blank a party. The answer is he has a party. Remember to use has for he, she, and it, and use have for all other subjects. Keep practicing these forms until you feel confident.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.